Hi, you guys. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. And we are on day 17 with Vision with Purpose and Power with Dr. Myles Munroe, a 90-day devotional. And day 17 is Success Follows Obedience. Please remember, this is the first time I am reading this to myself as well. Sometimes the lighting in here is not so hot, so I'm going to put this a little bit more under my light. He made known his ways to Moses, his deeds to the people of Israel. Psalm 103:7. God has plans for us, and he wants those plans to be fulfilled. Yet for this to happen, we must follow his direction, his ways, period. In the first chapter of the book of Joshua, the Lord emphasized the key to fulfilling his plans. Moses had just died, and Joshua was set to take over leadership of the Israelites in order to bring them into the promised land. God said to Joshua, in effect, Moses is now dead, but you have a big vision. It's your time now to fulfill your purpose. Let's see what you're going to do. Geez, how about that? The Lord's first advice to Joshua was to be certain to obey his word. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have good success, and that is Joshua 1:7-8. In other words, God was saying to Joshua, you will be successful if you learn and follow my precepts and principles. God guaranteed him success if he would obey the commandments that Moses himself had to obey. Please understand that God didn't tell Joshua to literally imitate Moses' life, but to follow Moses' principles, the ones Moses had used in his own work. Likewise, you shouldn't imitate someone else's life. However, you can and should follow the established principles that God has laid out in his word. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yield its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. That's in Psalms 1:1-3. The thought for today is for God's plans for us to be fulfilled, we must follow his direction, his ways. The reading is in Deuteronomy 28:1-14. So that's pretty cool, right? I think that that's where a lot of people mess up. They are not waiting on the Lord for his directions. They're kind of thinking without meditating, meaning to, wait for him in what he's telling you. So anyway, I hope that touched your heart, you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 18. Have a good night wherever you are, and we'll see you then.